Hi everyone, it's Sarah here with your April 2016 love readings. Just wanted to start the videos by saying I'm really sorry about not getting around to the March videos. Just had a really busy month. My daughter was poorly, I work full time, and I've got two kids, so doing the videos is sometimes a lot of extra work that takes a lot of energy, and last month I just didn't have the time or the energy, so I'm really sorry about that. I know how people rely on them and how annoying it is when they're not out, so I'm really sorry about that. But thank you to everybody for all your lovely comments and emails asking me if I was okay and where I was. I know that there's a lot of readers on YouTube, so the fact that you were so bothered about the fact that mine went out is really flattering and lovely, so thank you so much for that. Also, if you are interested, I'd stopped doing private readings last month for a lot of the month because I was so busy, so I've started doing those again now. So if you want a private reading, they are £35 for 45 minutes and £50 for an hour. So we cover whatever you want to cover in that time. So if you want a private reading, then please get in touch via my email. It's orchidterror16@gmail.com. And also please watch your moon sign, rising sign. If your sun sign doesn't resonate with you, a lot of the time my rising sign is a lot more accurate than my sun sign. It all depends, so just check them all out and see which is the most accurate for you for the month. Okay, so I'll get on with your April readings now. So again, thank you for all your support, and sorry about getting the videos out late, and please like, share and subscribe if you like the videos. Thank you, bye. Hi Taurus, I've shuffled the cards loads of camera, but I'm just going to give them a little bit more of a shuffle. Also, I'm using the, really sorry, but the glare today is terrible, but there's nothing I can do about it. I've tried everything. But I'm using the Greek mythology tarot deck. I know a lot of you like to know what I'm using, and the Radiant Rider-Waite for clarification. Okay, so I'm just going to get on with it. Okay, let's just get a look at this. Okay, so what you've got at the centre of your reading is the Chariot. There you go. It's terrible, sorry about the glare. Is the Chariot. Now, what the Chariot means is that I think you've got to a place where you are ready to move forward. You're ready to move forward either with a love relationship or with a project or a job or something, but I get a feeling that it's more with the rest of your cards. I get a feeling it's more to do with the love relationship. But what the Chariot means is that you're ready to move forward, and I think you're ready to move on from somebody or a situation that is not working for you. If you can see with the Chariot, he's got two horses, one black and one white, and in the Rider-Waite it's the Sphinxes, so black Sphinx and a white Sphinx. And what you have to remember with the Chariot is that in order to move forward, he's like galloping forward on his chariot. In order to keep that momentum going, you need to keep balanced. You need to pull the rein, the reins need to be balanced. If you pull one way more than the other, you're going to veer off in the wrong direction. So you need to keep in mind about keeping balanced. And I think judging by the rest of your cards, you're going to do that. Because I think this month and the recent past has been quite challenging for you. And I think you're just ready. You're so ready to move on. That's the feeling that I'm getting. You're just ready to take the next step. Okay. What you have got crossing you is the Eight of Cups. It's going to really bug me then. The Eight of Cups. So if you can see in the picture, you can't see the words, but you can see the picture. What you can see in the picture, she's stacked all these cups up like in a triangle, and it's taken her time to do that. The ultimate relationship is a 10 of cups. That's like the 10 is completion in the tarot. It's the completion of happiness, and cups are all about emotional fulfillment and love and happiness. So she's built this stack up, and it's taken her ages to build this stack up, and she's planted all these seeds and she's built this situation. But what she's realised is there's nowhere else to go on top of that one cup. She can't put any more cups on the one cup. So I think what you've realised is that it's the relationship that you're in or the situation that you're in is never going to be a 10 of cups. It's never going to give you what you want. You're never going to get your ultimate satisfaction from this situation. And because of that, she's turned around and she's walked off. She's like, see ya, I'm going, I'm done. And with the Chariot, you've got the momentum. Chariot is all about momentum, so you need to keep that momentum and that balance. But and there is a sense of loss with it. There is, you are having to leave something behind. You are having to walk away from these cups, and you have put a lot of time and effort into them. And and it's sad. It's sad to walk away, but with the Chariot that this is the right decision. When the Eight of Cups comes, it's like there's nowhere to go from that. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to go. But with all your other cards, I don't see any cards of heartbreak or heartache or there's no real upset in any of your cards. So I don't think you're really, broken-hearted about it. But it's just time. It's just time to move on. What you've got behind you, or in the recent past, is the Emperor. So the Emperor is you are the Empress. Taurus is the Empress represents Taurus, and the Empress embodies all of the feminine characteristics. So she's all about sensuality and abundance and fertility and beauty, and the Emperor is her partner. So it's like they are a couple together, and he embodies all of the masculine qualities and she embodies all of the feminine qualities, and together they become this sort of power couple, if you like. So I think this is your partner, or it's somebody, if it's not your partner in the recent past, or somebody who you have, I feel like it is your partner, but if it's not, it's somebody who is older than you, like a father figure, or somebody who has either caused problems in the relationship, or is helping you, or has tried to help you with the relationship. It's also somebody who is quite domineering, quite despotic. So, it's their way or the highway, their way or no way. So I think judging by, I think you've just got sick of this situation. I think you're just like, do you know what? You're just too domineering. I think the person that you're with is very domineering. What you've got above and below you is the Queen and the King of Swords reversed. So what this says to me, I feel it can be an air sign, so an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So it could be that your partner is one of those signs. Or you could have that in your moon or rising, but I'm feeling like this is you and him together, and together it's not good. You reversed, you both upside down. The Queen of Swords, when she's reversed, is very tactless. She speaks before she thinks. She's got a really sharp tongue. She'll just say whatever comes into her head without any thought to anybody else. And the King of Swords is pretty much the same way. So this is saying to me, as well as the fact that in your near future you've got the Five of Swords, that there has been a lot of arguing. So there's been a lot of crosswords, falling out, not seeing eye to eye, just generally, I'm just picking up like it's not a nice feeling. It's like a really bad environment to be in. And I feel that it's over sort of really petty things. I think it's like, you did the washing up 3 nights ago and I've only done, it's just, and with this Five of Swords in the immediate future, what this means is this card is a card of winning at all costs. So it's these petty arguments that are about arguing in itself is not a bad thing. People need to argue, because if you never argued, or you never put your point, you'd just be a doormat. You'd just be sat there, letting people walk all over you, and you don't want to be that. But at the same time, what this card means is that you're fighting just for the sake of arguing. You're not arguing to reach a solution or to find a solution to a problem. Like, oh, I don't like it when you do that. Well, okay, well, fine, I won't do that. Or I have to do that because of this. And then you reach a solution. Oh, right, okay. You leave your pants on the floor. Oh, it's just boring, isn't it? But it does annoy you. So it's like, oh, well, I can't put my pants in the laundry basket because it's too far away. Well, instead of like going, well, you should move over to the door and put it, say, right, well, let's move the laundry. You get what I mean. It's like a really stupid example. But this is about winning at all costs. You don't care about finding the solution. What you care about is winning. So what you need, if you are splitting up with this person, you need to, and you are wanting to move ahead with the Chariot into a different situation. Please be mindful of the fact that you are not going to get the solution that you want by needing to be right. It might be that you have to give a little bit, you have to give in to the other person a little bit. Could be that you, if it's a long-term relationship and marriage, you know, that there's arguments about children, you know, it could be serious arguments like that. Judging by the other cards that you've got coming up and by this card, my advice would be just always try and think about what the solution is, what it is that you're trying to achieve, rather than just continuously trying to win the argument. What you've got in your environment, God, terrible, Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the Ace of Pentacles, aces are all about new beginnings, and pentacles are about things being manifested in the material world. So something, a project or a new job or a new relationship, but something that is beginning to manifest. Because it's reversed and it's in your environment, you've got this thing that you're wanting to manifest, but you can't. There's blockages in place. Could be with, like say, with this Five of Swords, that you're just so busy arguing about something. And I don't get the feeling, but it could potentially be that you're not splitting up with your partner, but you do want to move away from this negative environment that you've got yourself in. Stand on. Yeah, I'm really getting that you're totally moving away from this person. So this could be a new relationship that you're moving towards, or something that you're trying to achieve, and it's reversed. You can't manifest it, and it's because of all this arguing. It's because of this trying to be right all the time. Both of you, not just you. What you've got as other people see it is the Queen of Pentacles. So Pentacles are earth signs, so this definitely represents you. But I say definitely, might not. It might be somebody around you. It doesn't have to be a woman. It can be a man, and it can be moon or rising sign as well. In the general readings, because I'm reading for thousands of people, it tends to be a little bit vague, really. But if you want something a bit more specific, then get in touch for a private reading. But this, I think, I'm feeling like this is you, and people are seeing you as being quite determined, quite strong, quite, you know, you've got a goal in mind, you've got a vision in mind of what you want to happen. And like I said before, you've got no real cards of heartbreak, so you know this is the right decision. And already in your mind, you've moved away from this, whatever this situation is. So that's really good. It's somebody who's independent, somebody who, you know, it can be somebody with kids, but it doesn't have to be. But it's just that you are really grounded. You're really grounded, and you know what you want out of the situation, which is great. Okay, what you've got in your hopes and fears is the Hanged Man. I keep going to that side. The Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is about waiting. It's about hanging around. It's sort of what it says on the card. But it's about hanging around and waiting. And I think you're worried that you're not going to get the momentum you need. This Chariot, even though you've got it within yourself, I think you're worried that situations are going to make this so that you're stuck. You can't move. That you can't get out of this situation for whatever reason. It can also be about sacrifice, but I don't feel that in this card. I feel like this is your decision. I feel like you want to move on. But this is just a fear, you know. And your outcome cards, you've got the High Priestess reversed. You see that? High Priestess reversed, Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. So this is a bit weird because the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups are very similar. They're both really intuitive, but really loving, really, they look inside themselves for answers rather than looking externally for answers. So this could be two separate people. One of them could be you, and one of them could be somebody else. The Queen of Cups is a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So it could be male or female. So it could be somebody coming in of that sign. It could be somebody that you're wanting either to come into your life or that is in your life. It could be this thing you're trying to get off the ground, another relationship, another person. And if it is another person coming in, Cups are very loving. There's a lot of love involved in it, and it is going to be a better situation than the one you've left. However, because you've got Temperance, which is about balance, like I said with the Chariot, it's about balancing all. It's like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you've got to kind of really be exact in what you're doing, and you can't do too much of one thing and none of the other. And I think what it's saying is you've got to balance this lack of intuition, this being unable to look within yourself. You've got to balance that with an ability to do that, an ability to love. It's about sort of, for me, it feels like, I'm going to take some clarifying cards on it, but it feels to me like in order to move this situation forward, you need to, as I've already said, you need to balance this need to be right, and need, you know, the High Priestess is about knowing internally that you're right. It's about balancing. You know you're right. You know the situation is right. You know you're doing the right thing. You know you're right in the situation. But you have to balance that with empathy for the other person. You have to balance that with, you know, you have to be able to see it from 2 points of view. You have to be able to see both points of view in order to move it forward. Let's just clarify. Where are they? Right, let's just clarify this Queen of Cups. Oh. Okay, 3 just fell out then, so I'm just going to use them. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, so what this is saying to me is the Knight of Pentacles can be a person, but because it's on this Queen of Cups, so Pentacles are earth signs, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. So it could be that. But as an energy, it's more about, I think of it as like slow and steady wins the race. You know, that it's not going to happen overnight, this situation. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's very loyal and takes the steps necessary to get the outcome that they want. The Ace of Swords reversed is about you wanting to cut this person away. You wanting to cut this person out of your life. To get the truth in the situation, to find the truth in the situation, but for some reason it's blocked, you know, and the Knight of Pentacles is showing that is because you have to go through, there's certain stages, I'm feeling like there's like certain stages you need to go through in order to get the outcome that you want, and you just need to go through those. And the 3 of Pentacles reversed is about lack of collaboration, lack of talking. So it's just totally reiterating what I've just said. In order to move this forward, you have to see the situation from the other person's point of view. If you don't see it from the other person's point of view and you are really determined to be right at all costs, you're going to get this Hanged Man and you're going to be waiting around, and this Chariot is not going to move forward. There's going to be a lot of imbalance. So my advice to you, Taurus, is, like I've said, just try really hard to think about the solution that you want to achieve and the steps that you need to do to get to that point. And if it means backing down on a few things, then just do it, because ultimately then you will get what you want. Otherwise, you won't. Okay, I hope that helps, Taurus, and I'll see you again in May. Take care.